Look how quickly we can build in Minecraft these days. Look at this. Isn't that great? It's the best building system. Welcome to another kingdom in Minecraft. It's been a while since I've started the brand new kingdom. Thank you so much for watching, and I love to get your comments on kingdoms like this because it's you and me that are building this. And of course my builder supporters that help out as well. Thank you so much to everybody. What do you think? It's going to be Kingdom of Cliffs. I think we're going to call it roughly that. If we can come up with a name or a better name, let me know. So we're starting with a series of built up islands, a series of high cliffs, and on top of which we're going to build quite a large kingdom. I apologise for these kind of foggy, bluey, washed out shaders, but they get improved and changed in a minute. We're starting with a big circular wall, and we're going to be building the medium wealth district right in the middle here. We've got a wall, we've got a circle, we've got some paths. All we need now is to place a few buildings. So let me show you how I'm going to build the medium wealth district. I've made a number of templates and so have my helpers, including Saraswin, as usual. JD, thank you everyone else who's been helping as well. So we've got this 9x9 little round hut, this one, a tower, 5x5, T-shaped, a chimney, a little workshop, a staircase, just a wall, 5x9, and an L shape. And what you can do is actually combine these using Schematic Brush Reborn 2. Let me show you. So you just place a wall like that. And then you move over to the next one and you can overlap them like that. You can turn that around like that. What should we have next? Let's have an L-shaped one. And maybe a round one. A square one. And you end up making these little nooks and crannies and courtyards. It's an easy way to build. And you can build in height. You can place them on top of each other as well. That's a little, excuse me, that's a little workshop there. That would be placed about there. And then let's go back to that one. Yeah, you could place them on top of each other. So you could actually have them. That's not very placed very well, but you get the idea. You could get a little bit of height, and that way you can very, very quickly, Schematic Brush Reborn, check it out. I'm not affiliated with them as well. I just love these guys. They make an amazing tool. And you can do it with these as well. Awnings and animal pens and porches. You can make a little, and farms, and you can add them in as well. And when you do that, you end up being able to make a city like this. So here we have an overview of the city so far. What do you think? We've got a lot of work to do, you and me. We've got to design these towers. If anybody wants to design a tower, stick a picture of it into my Discord, then maybe we could use your design. So get involved. Also, we have a gate to nowhere right here. Where is this going to go? What do we put here? Maybe it's another island. Is it a lower island, a higher island, a series of islands? Again, another gate to nowhere over here. It's going to go somewhere eventually. We're going to expand this kingdom just by building the terrain that we want to build. We've got a nice slope here. If anyone's got a different idea about this slope to get up, does it look good? Do we want it to wrap round more? I'm not sure. It kind of sticks out a little bit. The rest of it's pretty flat. Maybe it'll look good when it's disguised with a few trees. Up here, probably a richer area, maybe a more cultured area, maybe libraries and temples, palaces, maybe even a castle. Something over there, maybe a wizard's tower. And then, yeah, I'm looking at this being kind of a medium district, a medium wealth district, and maybe down here a bit poorer. Perhaps this is something to do with farming down here, or it could be to do with docks, or perhaps warehouses. And then, do we just have a little dock down here, or do we expand and go for a much larger territory, make more land down here, maybe wrap it around here, and then look at this big chasm here. I'm going to call this chasm A. What do we do in here? Oops, is that an error? Hopefully that's not an error. Hopefully we can't see right through the cliff. I think it was just not rendering in on time. What did we do on that area? Who's got some good ideas? So what do you think of my little 5x5 building system so far? And what do you think of these random shapes? Does it look too uniform? Do we need to add in detail? I think we do. And we also need to add in some paths. So my next task really, oops, we don't want air / voxel blue. We want some blue like this. And I'm going to go maybe a smaller brush as well, just like this. We want kind of a main path all the way through here. And then I can turn this blue with another command into something a bit more useful. So that's going to go around there like that. Now to actually get through this place, we're going to have to go up here. I'm thinking about this being kind of one of the main pathways in this whole area. And this is a main pathway around here and so on. But this one in here probably isn't. This kind of an inner courtyard. So the inner courtyard probably going to be made of different materials, as if you were walking on it less frequently than the main path. This is main path, main path, main path. Main path takes us all the way over to this one. Just join that up a little bit. That's more of a courtyard. This would be a main path around to there. So that would be actually the sum total of all the main paths, because everything else is kind of a private little courtyard. So I do like that. We're going to do //gmask to grass block. So that makes me only select grass blocks. I'll need to go and change these ones. Oh, do you know what we could, is that a magenta block? That is magenta. We could do comma magenta. So now we're only selecting magenta and /voxel yellow, because what I want to do is actually change /B8, change the rest of this ground into what I'm going to call courtyard area. Dang it, that should definitely be a main path there. I'll fix that later on. Where else do we have a court? That's a courtyard there. Courtyard in there. Call this kind of a nice private courtyard back there as well. Private courtyard. The only access to that is from there. Leave that as grass, I think. And then, yeah, look at the sides of this become less trodden, don't they? They become a place where you wouldn't, maybe this back alley isn't used very much. And that can be coloured in there. Little courtyard. I guess I've missed little bits and pieces here and there, but I'll go carefully and tidy that up a little bit later on. We definitely want to just put that around there. And then, yeah, I've got another main path. Do you know what? Let's just make this as if it was less used as well. It's maybe not got so much traffic being not used. So there we go. That is how easy it is sometimes to build with Voxel Sniper and just world edit. Don't need any of these fancy building tools, do you? Right, what we want to do, we'll Gmask onto blue. I think I've got this set up to be, yeah, packed mud and coarse dirt all the way around to give us these paths. Really satisfying. Nice quick way of building as well. So what should we make the yellow? I haven't actually decided what the yellow should be. Do you know the unfortunate thing about that path is it's roughly the same colour as the buildings. So I didn't really think of that. That's a little annoying. Maybe I want to differentiate between the colours a bit more. Well, I changed it. I've changed it into blackstone and basalt, and I'm not sure. I guess if this is going to be a medium wealth area, we don't really want packed mud and dirt so much. It's kind of a medium wealth. Packed mud and dirt we could use somewhere where it's a bit poorer. And I'm now changing the sides, the yellow, into some mossy cobblestone, and just simply stone. As if people have got proper stone flags, proper cobblestone, a decent floor. I think I like this. I think I might add a little bit of grass and things on the sides of the paths. That's kind of a micro job to be done a little bit later on probably, but I'm going to leave it like that. Kind of a more of a built-up feel to it, and I think that's a nice contrast between the buildings and the paths. Otherwise it was blending into a big brown kind of mush as well. Okay, so I've got some bits to tidy up in there, but you get the idea. I will go around and tidy these up a little bit later on. Now I'm also using more schematic brushes to give us a little bit of town detail, and I love just doing things like this. If you think it sticks out a bit, you can just delete that bit, but I've got some nice details, things that just be kind of left to one side. Carts going up and down the main street like that, and as long as you, I don't know if I need a cactus, as long as you have fun making these, put them into a directory, you can use them with the schematic brush reborn tool, and I really like it. It just adds, what does it add? It adds context, it adds a bit of detail, it brings the place to life. I really wish this cactus wasn't part of the whole deal, but you can just put it there, make the street look really busy. There's wells as well. I'm not too sure about having the wells, and it looks like some basalt has crept into my building there, which is a bit weird, so I'm going to have to check. Oh no, I've probably got basalt a little bit everywhere. Oh no, this is a bad mistake. I forgot my building was made with packed mud, and when I replaced it, okay, I will fix that with World Edit later on. Back to details. I got some more details here. Things go wrong when building in Minecraft with big tools. Wow, look at the size of that big chimney as well. That's a huge chimney. This is a nice little kind of workshop as well. I like this. I tried to give everybody kind of a bit of a workshop. Can I put that? I reckon I could put that there, and that just actually complements that workshop. And we've got some logs as well, so I've got a lot of detailing to do, but I thought I would show you the process. Hopefully you enjoy the process. We'll just chop off maybe that one like that. There we go. A cart, would it sit there? I guess the cart could sit there. It's actually a lot of fun doing this. We'll put this cart in the main area as well, like that, and then on to the next one. It's actually quite therapeutic to do this. It is a lot of fun just flying about with this thing on the end of your brush, and you just go, where would this look good? And you're making just a little kind of a nook and cranny. Oh, we've got a little bit of a well there as well. And then inside some of these builds as well, some of my helpers, big shout out to everyone who's been helping, they've put in some furniture as well, simple beds and tables and chairs, and that is how we are building up our city so far. So I've got my homework to do. I'm going to be going around and adding a lot of these details in absolutely everywhere. There's a little toilet. Where can we put this? Let's put this one down as well. Maybe something like that would look pretty good. Pile of logs. Oh, this is something I definitely want to do a lot of. Actually, what I can do, I think if I press F9 and F7, it would keep us on this tool without changing water butts, as if maybe it's kind of a warmish client, and you're looking to store water while it rains and then use that water later on. And I definitely need some more roof furniture, I'm going to call it. Maybe some tables and chairs to add to this as well. So in the next episode, you will see the progress I have made. I will record a little bit of me doing this off camera. I think that's a little bit of a glitch, but that will fix it. We like big butts, I cannot lie. There we go. What else do we have? Tiny carts as well. Put some of them in. Don't really want the well. A melon wagon. Maybe you could actually go out here as well. So that brings this whole place to life. And I think when I add in some trees as well, if I do /tree big tree, that's going to add a lot of... Did it add the tree? Oh, I've got a G mask on maybe. Yeah, there we go. When we add a few trees in, a few bushes, maybe a few rocks, it actually really livens the place up. So this is how I build cities these days in Minecraft. It doesn't take too long. There we go. And then we have some nice big courtyards where we could just put a tree. Obviously we need a bit of dirt. Duh. The most basic thing to know in Minecraft. Oh, that's loud. There we go. Tree. I'm swimming for a big tree. Might go back and put a big tree in a little bit later on. Maybe we could add one there if it will grow. Ooh, big one. Nice. And some more trees in kind of these areas as well. Kind of shading the... shading the path, really. Adding a bit of detail. These ones are coming up small. There we go, that's better. Doesn't it just bring it to life as soon as you start adding greenery as well? So we do also want some vines on the side of these buildings as well. I had to go and fix my basalt error. Let's put this one right there. Oh, we've got a tiny tree, never mind. What other details would you add? Would you add maybe washing hanging on lines, maybe banners and fence posts? Let me know what other detail you would add to this. I really need to bring this whole place to life, bit by bit, placement by placement. But I think I'm going to leave episode 1 like that. I will go ahead and tidy that up a little bit. Let me know what you think the towers should look like, what materials, and so on. And leave some nice feedback in the comments. And big shout out and thank you to the builders. I'm not going to name you by name this time. I'm going to make a name board on episode 2. And in episode 2, everyone will get a proper shout out. I'm off to Scotland for a few days. I won't be back until maybe Monday the 12th of November. Then I can start working on episode 2. Do we have a big butt? No, we don't. There we go. Let's add that one right there. Take away some of these pumpkins. Maybe move them over a bit. There we go. That's all I want to do for episode 1. Let me know what you think should go in the other areas. More of the same. Make this whole area kind of the same. Probably. Take care for now. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you.